feel like not enough people are talking about Sweet Home. And now that season 2 is out, I really want to talk about it. Now, I've only finished the first episode of season 2, but I'm ready for this wild ride. Okay, Sweet Home is a K-drama. It's on Netflix. It's based off of like a webtoon. And when I tell you, this is such a good show. The action is intense. Now, the first season... Okay, so essentially, you find out that, like, there's this thing where people sometimes succumb to their desires or they succumb to, like, being a monster. And you don't know who's going to turn. It starts off with, like, a nosebleed, and then suddenly they're, like, these monsters, okay? If you haven't seen season 1 of Sweet Home, ignore this because I'm talking about season 2. But they're, like, half human, half monster people. There's, like, this main guy is, like, half human, half monster. It starts off... season 1 is very contained in like one area. And it's just very interesting because it's like, okay, so these like monsters, this infection happens, but it's literally like people you knew who literally turn. So it starts off like in this apartment complex, and then you kind of find out that it's happening like all throughout, not in just this apartment complex. And so for me, it's really about like the human relationships that does it for me. Now, the first season, the budget in terms of like the special effects for the monsters, I feel like could have been better. Season 2, it's looking good. So I started watching season 2, episode 1, and you see like this monster is attacking. You come to find out that this monster is like is protecting its kid. It even goes, picks up a child, sees that it's like without its mom, and returns the child back to its mom, showing that it has like a sense of like kind of humanity a bit. But the military still decides like they want to kill the mom, and then they go to secure, and you see like this baby monster. And it's like this divide of like, are they truly a monster? Like this like thing is turning people. And I think the person like having somebody who's like half human, like this guy right here, really begs the question of like, are they humans? How did they get this way? Should we just like needlessly be killing? Like imagine like in one season, like this girl's brother ends up turning. Well, he's gonna turn. So his like nose starts bleeding. That's like a way to tell that you're gonna turn into a monster. There's just like so many just different like philosophical questions in this. I don't want to give too much away. But yeah, it's like a really dope series, and you turn into these different kind of monsters. And then it's like, obviously the government, they're like experimenting. The government knew about this. They're experimenting to see like, okay, these half humans, is there hope? Like, it's just a really intense show, and I tell everybody to watch it. When I tell you, I had been waiting. I'd been checking like at least once every few months to see when Sweet Home season 2 was going to come out. And then I didn't hear anything, and literally found out like 2 weeks before it came out that it was coming out. So yeah, I'm going to binge watch it. Let me know. Are you guys watching below? Let me know your thoughts. Sweet Home, watch it on Netflix.